help me understand all this stuff. So let me start with the need. So what is decentralization? Why is this a necessary thing?
Really what it all comes down to is trust. For a couple thousand years, our financial system has relied on trust and trusting third parties, trusting government, trusting banks to validate and carry out financial transactions. And as we're seeing, institutions aren't always worth the faith that we put in them. So the whole concept behind blockchain, Bitcoin, is to remove the need for a trusted central authority and allow people to interact together, and then to commoditize the trust of the entire community to validate and hold up the system. So you have no more need for a centralized agent of trust to run things and get in the way, mess things up, bog things up, get corrupted, all that stuff.
Who are these current things that we would bypass with cryptocurrency? Is it the banks?
You bypass the entire financial system. It's a complete financial revolution. You bypass the need for banks. You bypass the need for a lot of government. A lot of regulation can be done on chain. A lot of things like fraud and things like that simply aren't possible in a real decentralized community because of the commoditized trust of the entire community verifying transactions.
Okay, so let's table that. Let's go to the blockchain. What is blockchain? Help me understand this.
Blockchain is essentially a ledger. So a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people focus on the tokens. The tokens like Bitcoin are a reward system given to people for holding up the system. The blockchain is a decentralized ledger that records information. It's a database. So, it cannot be, once it is edited, once it's stamped, it can't be edited. It's immutable, it's time-stamped, and it continues on in perpetuity.
Of what information?
Whatever information you want to put up. For example, Bitcoin is primarily a way to validate transactions. Jesse, I'm going to give Mike this much value for this product. We exchange this value. We agree. 51% of the community holding up the system says, hey, that looks good. We agree. We validate the transaction. It's stamped in the block. The information is then there in perpetuity in a block. It cannot be overwritten. Again, it's immutable, and it's time-stamped, and it is auditable. That's another thing, too. It is 100% auditable by the community going back in perpetuity throughout the life of the blockchain.
Wow. That was deep and insightful. I want more of that. Like, subscribe, get more.